few months ago, I stood in front of the entrance of Legoland Billund, the original Legoland in Denmark, in Billund, obviously. I didn't quite like that park, but today I'm here to visit Legoland Dubai. I know that doesn't make any sense, but anyway, let's see how this park compares to the original. That's right, I went to the UAE and was able to finally tick off some parks from my theme park bucket list in Dubai and Abu Dhabi. And in 7 episodes, I'm taking you guys with me while exploring these new territories. Today we're exploring the world of bricks at Legoland Dubai. So here we are again, right after entering Legoland Dubai. Now this park opened its doors in 2016 and is part of Dubai Parks and Resorts, consisting of Legoland, Motion Gate, Riverland and the former Bollywood Park, which is being rethemed to a Real Madrid world as we speak. But anyway, Legoland is similar to the other ones around the world, more or less focused on families with children till 12 years old or younger. So for an adult, this place is probably nothing special. But we're here in Dubai, so in my opinion, it would have been a bit stupid to not visit this place. Now, arriving in Legoland is actually pretty easy. Just like Motion Gate, this park uses the same parking lot, which is very accessible by car or taxi, for example. And the good thing is parking is free, so that's really great. Now, entrance to Legoland, however, is not free, which kind of makes sense, of course. So you have to pay at least 330 dirham, which is 82 euros or 90 US dollars. Again, just as in all other theme parks around here, pretty steep price, so hopefully that's worth it. Now, you enter this place through a covered walkway, as you can see, and at your right here, when you enter, you immediately have your first ride here actually, which is a factory tour. I believe it's a dark ride in which you can discover how Lego is made, although it's kind of artificial and not really a factory. But anyway, let's check it out. This hat is a little bit too big for me. So we just gave up factory tour. Okay, I was wrong, it's not a dark ride. Big disappointment actually. It's just a real walking tour through an artificial factory, because it's not a real factory. There are some bricks being made here which you can collect at the end of the tour. But it's mainly just one hall with some few machineries, giving you the impression you're in a factory, but it's not a real factory, so it's a bit, it's a bit disappointing actually. So that was the first ride of the day. Let's move on. Now at the end of this entrance lane here we can find Miniland, a place which can be found in any Legoland park around the world actually. But the nice thing here is different from the Miniland in Billund, for example. This one is indoors and air conditioned, which is such a welcoming addition with the Dubai heat outside, of course. And I guess otherwise the bricks inside will just melt down. So yeah. And after having a look at the Miniland, it's time to explore the true rides in this park now. Now Legoland is kind of small here, so we will probably not spend a full day here. But anyway, let's explore the park. Next to Miniland, the Lego park has several rides spread out over 5 other themed lands. There is a factory which we pass after entering, but also Lego City, Imagination, Kingdoms and Adventure. And yeah, we're now in the Imagination area here. In the Imagination area, it's all about, yeah, imagination. I mean, as you can see, there are rides here based on Duplo for small kids, but there's also experiences where you can build your own Lego stuff and such. But the main ride here is probably Lego Studios 4D, which is a 4D cinema, which is not that special anymore these days, but enjoyable to watch once and a welcoming escape for the heat outside again. So let's see if this one is really as enjoyable as I assume it will be. So there's actually 4 movies to choose from, but we are going for Lego Dreams at 1. That's this one. Let's see how it is. Okay, Lego 4D Studio or 4D Cinema is probably one of the most boring rides here and probably the most boring 4D cinema I ever did so far. It's a 4D cinema with almost no effects. There is no moving seats, there is no water spraying, or at least not where I was sitting. There was no water spraying. There is just some lights effects and some wind effects, and that is basically it. So that is very disappointing. The movie itself was Lego Dreams. According to the billboard there, it's a new movie and it's exclusive. I'm not sure if it's exclusive for Lego parks or exclusive for Legoland Dubai, not sure. But the movie was kind of strange. The story was about a guy falling asleep and he had some kind of blubber thing which disappeared in his dream, and the film was all over the place. It was very chaotic and very weird to follow. It was very, very disappointing. Not something I would ever do again here. But the real reason why I'm here mostly is this area here, Kingdoms. Doesn't really look like a kingdom or medieval thing here, but anyway, there's 2 rides here in this area. It's 2 roller coasters. One is being here on the left, which is a dragon. I think this is the biggest coaster in the park here. Now the dragon themed, the medieval themed area here is something which you can find in a lot of Lego parks. Okay, so first up is Dragon, which is a Zero Force 5 coaster, which is basically the same as in many other Legolands around the world. Billund has a powered coaster, but that's not the case here, so curious if this one is going to be better. I thought the one in Billund was kind of tame, but maybe this Dragon is able to surprise me. Let's see. So the Dragon done, it's probably the best ride here in this park. It's a nice coaster. I'm glad they went for this model and not the one in Billund. I can actually see why they actually only used one powered coaster in Billund, and afterwards they went always for this kind of zero model, because this one is way more forceful, it's way more intense, it's a lot more fun actually, especially also for adults. So it's not really only a kiddie coaster, but it's of course mainly a kiddie coaster, but still it's a very enjoyable ride. Now the theming inside of the building it's very similar to the one in Billund. So there is a lot of castle scenes and medieval scenes made out of Lego. There were not a lot of sound, so it was very silent, which was kind of weird. I guess they forgot to turn on the sound effects. I don't know, it was a bit strange, but anyway, it was an enjoyable coaster. I think for sure the best ride here in this park. But as I said earlier, this is not the only roller coaster in this park. No, they have a second roller coaster here, an even smaller Zamper-like kiddie coaster, which is also themed to dragons. I mean, Dragon's Apprentice. I guess they were out of creativity with all the dragon teams. Anyway, let's ride it. So Dragon's Apprentice was a bit, yeah, it's a kiddie ride of course, so it's nothing too special. In the meantime, we are in a night restaurant here. We're going to see how good it is. I'm not expecting too much, it's just fast food. But anyway, let's enjoy some food. It's really strange they have this entrance if you exit this area, but anyway. Now this is the Lego City area here, but there's not really a ride here that I actually want to do. Oh my god, someone is doing... Alright. So yeah, lots of things for kids here, but not really stuff for adults. Not really my kind of things here. But anyway, it looks kind of nice. This is actually the most Lego-like area. Oh, screaming kids. Jesus Christ. I guess that's something you will always have in a kids park. But anyway, this is like the most immersive Lego area in the whole park actually. But anyway, it's like a city, obviously Lego City. Let's get back to the other areas. Not sure what this is, Lego Avenue or something. I don't know. I know what this is. They also have this ride in Billund. It's a fire brigade thing where you have to race against other teams and then, yeah, extinguish the fire right there first, I guess. But I'm not here with a team, and there is almost no one here, so not really a thing you can do here right now because there is no one to race with, which is kind of sad. Oh, there was almost a bird flying against my head. There are more birds here and more staff members than actual guests. I'm not sure how they make a profit here, really. Oh, the airport. It's a bit smaller than Dubai Airport. Now, next to the two roller coasters in this park also houses two immersive experiences. So let's go check those out. We're here in the adventure area of the park now, looking for Lost Kingdom Adventure. It's somewhere at the back of this area, I believe. Now, this ride is going to be a interactive shooting dark ride, and I have not seen anything about this ride yet, so I have no idea what this is, but I believe it's going to be the same as the one in Legoland in Billund because they have it right there too. So yeah, we'll have to see if it's basically the same or not. But let's check this out. On the right here we have some kind of kids play area, all themed to some Arabian adventurous theme. This looks kind of nice. It looks better than the area in Billund where it's just the ride and that's basically all the theming they have there. There's a restaurant though. There's a restaurant on our right here with freshly prepared pizza and pasta buffet. And there at the back we have Lost Kingdom Adventure, and look at that entrance here, the all Egyptian theme, and there's even a camel outside, all made of Lego. But let's check out Lost Kingdom Adventure. Okay, Lost Kingdom Adventure is basically the same as the one in Billund. Like I thought, it's very boring actually. It's very static. All the scenes are very static. They're quite empty. There's not much happening. You just have to shoot on targets. I was really bad at shooting targets, by the way, because I was filming meanwhile. So the person I'm with here was, he had, what was it, 4 times more points than I had, so I was really bad at shooting. But anyway, it's just a very boring shooting dark ride. I'm not really a fan of shooting dark rides, but anyway, this one was even more boring than I expected. But it's the same as in Billund, so I wasn't expecting that much, but still it was boring as hell. Now, but the hidden gem of this park is this ride here, Submarine Voyage. Submarine Adventure actually. A mix between a dark ride and a submarine ride that reminds me a lot actually of Submarine Voyage at Disneyland. in the Disneyland in Anaheim, of course. Now the ride system looks kind of similar from what I saw online, but we'll have to check it out if that's really the case. I think there is a similar ride in Windsor, at least, for example. In Billund there is not a ride like this, but yeah, we'll check it out what this ride is. Submarine Adventure is basically the same as Submarine Voyage. They're just with a Lego theme and an Atlantis theme. So you're diving to Atlantis. You're seeing a lot of fish. There's actual fish. There's some actual sharks. So that was kind of nice to see. After a while, it was a bit the same all the time. But anyway, it was enjoyable to see. It's something different. It's something you don't experience every day being in such a submarine ride. So it was enjoyable. It was a nice ride here in Legoland Dubai for sure. So overall, what is my feeling here today in this park? Well, it's noticeable this park is more recent than the one in Billund. It looks more fresh. At some places it looks more immersive than Billund. Exactly what I expected when I visited Billund earlier this year, which was not the case. But some areas are not as immersive, so they're kind of similar to Legoland Billund. It's for a Lego park, I would expect a lot more Lego references. Like this area, for example, looks really nice, but the other areas are kind of, they look kind of boring, kind of simple. It's very childish, of course, but it could be better. Now anyway, this park also lacks a lot of rides, and it's definitely not a park you can spend a full day, unlike the one in Billund. It misses some more roller coasters, for example, and such. But Legoland Dubai, however, has also a water park right beside it, so you could spend the full day here when combining those two. But we're not going to visit that one. I believe there are more interesting water parks in Dubai. Now anyway, I'm never going to be a huge fan of the Legoland franchise, but who knows, somewhere in the world there's another Legoland that can surprise me and change my mind. For now, let's move on to Motion Gate next door again, as I'm in need of some thrill. And if you want to know more about that park, check out this video. See ya!